Good morning, everyone. Bonjour à tous et à toutes. Kwe. Algonquin College acknowledges that today's event is taking place on the traditional, unceded, unsurrendered territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin people. We are honored to gather here today, and we thank all the generations of Anishinaabe Algonquin people who have and continue to take care of this beautiful land. I want to offer my thanks to Elder Bailey from the Algonquins of Pikwakanagan First Nation. And we're grateful that she has performed a smudging ceremony for these beautiful murals that we're here to celebrate today. I would also like to acknowledge and recognize Algonquin College Inclusion and Diversity Circle. This dedicated group of employees conceptualized and led this endeavor to add murals to each of the campuses to showcase our commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, what you see in these magnificent murals was inspired by the entire Algonquin College community. Every aspect of these murals was conceptualized by the artists, Jamie Baptiste, Alan Andre, and Kalkidan Astepa, after conversations and interactions with learners and employees at each of our campuses. These murals are our campus's compelling vision for inclusion, diversity, and creating a sense of belonging. When we look at these murals, the broadest notions of belonging and representation for everyone emerges. Racial diversity, body diversity, gender diversity, age diversity, and more are apparent. I invite each of you to take the time to view this beautiful artwork and reflect. You will know that each mural has a plaque beside it with Braille for the names of each piece of art, and a QR code and a near-field communication, or NFC. If you scan that QR code or simply tap your phone on the plaque, you will be taken to an audio file where you can hear Jimmy describe the mural for those who are visually impaired or need visual support and visual processing. The wonderful art here at our Ottawa campus starts with a child playing a drum, which moves to become lightning, then music, and a DNA helix, and more. It draws the viewer in through the entire mural, which includes hands that are spelling out the word love in American Sign Language, with one of the hand being a prosthetic. And what a perfect place for this piece of art, along one of the busiest corridors of our Ottawa campus, which will provide daily inspiration for all of our learners and employees as they pass by. And you can see that this morning. People continue to pass by as we are live. I invite everyone to take the time to immerse themselves in this wonderful piece of art and others that are now gracing the walls at all of our campuses. Now, I am pleased to share with you for the first time the name of our mural, which is called Stronger Together. And we're now going to cut the ribbon here to symbolize the naming of that mural, Stronger Together. Thank you, Sarah. Now, at the end of this Ottawa mural here is the start of the other mural. You'll see here, I'm not sure if you can see it on my screen, but there's a white deer, white-tailed deer, which is, there we go, at the end of this mural, which I helped paint, as I recall, and is connected to the mural in Pembroke at our Algonquin College waterfront campus. So joining us from that location to inaugurate the mural is Sarah Hall, Dean of the Pembroke campus. Sarah is celebrating with us today at the campus. So hello, Sarah. I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Claude. Good morning, everyone. I am so pleased to be here today as a proud member of the college community representing the Pembroke campus. Our college community is committed to diversity and inclusion. As you can see from the images behind me, this is only one panel of a larger combined mural linked with our Perth, Ottawa, and AC online campuses. What makes those campuses unique individually becomes even more powerful when brought together. We embrace the diversity inside and outside of our college walls. Everyone is welcome at Algonquin College. I would like to take the time to commend the team of artists, including Jamie Baptiste, Alan Andre, and Calcaden Asefa for their willingness to allow a group of amateur painters such as us to participate in this magnificent piece of art. This kind gesture is a great example of the power of inclusion. It was truly a wonderful week of painting. This is my first official event as the new dean of the Pembroke campus, and I find it fitting that it celebrates community and inclusivity. Those values have been important to me during my tenure at the college, and they also represent the culture that drives this campus where everyone is welcome. I am proud to represent Pembroke and to work with so many people who are dedicated to transforming hopes and dreams into lifelong success. This mural represents what we strive for, how we see Algonquin College, and how we want others to see it as well. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Jay McLaren, chair of Algonquin College's board of directors, who wasn't able to be here with us in person today, but is joining us online. Jay has been dedicated to creating welcome spaces for all, and we thank Jay for his contributions to this project. I am so delighted to see the unveiling of this mural, which is such a powerful and beautiful representation of the college's core values. Stronger Together is not only a fitting name for the mural, but a wonderful description of our 4 campuses and our entire Algonquin College community. At the end of our mural is the start of another mural. Here in Pembroke, you will see half of a woman's face. To see the other half of her face, you will need to travel to the Perth Algonquin College campus, where we will go now. My colleague, Dean Chris Hahn.
Good morning, everyone. Just 1 second. Just going to switch out here so you can see the mural. There we are. Well, good morning. My name is Chris Hahn, Dean for the Perth campus. And my message to you this morning is diversity, inclusion, and belonging is not just a policy. It's not a business imperative. It's really a life reality. There really is no other way when you think about it. It's just a way of being. And this is very true for us at the Perth campus as well as it is for the college. This is very consistent with our values of caring, learning, integrity, and respect. But we need reminders. And this mural here at the Perth campus, as well as Pembroke, Ottawa, and AC Online, it's a visual cue. It's a reminder. It's something to look at and to reflect as we think about these issues. I love it. Actually, I met the artists when they were here at the campus. Really, really nice, inspiring people to be part of watching them actually put this great piece together. So before we move on, I'm going to cut the ribbon here, and we're going to see if it's raised up. There we go. Gotta find this here. There we go. And all the murals are connected, as we've already learned. And the only way to experience this art in its entirety is through the digital mural found at our 4th campus, AC Online. I'd like to welcome my friend Farbad, acting dean for AC Online, to share the final mural with us. Farbad.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the digital world. I hope you enjoyed this. We know digital connects, online connects, and the AC Online mural is the way to see the mural connected together. The mural is an enhanced experience as the components of the art you have seen on the other campuses come to life. The sound of this mural is a composition metamorphosis created by Algonquin College's faculty member and my good friend, Dr. Melody Wilson and RJ McEwen. Our online community has become stronger during the pandemic and will continue to grow and be more inclusive. Now, let's head back to Ottawa to meet the artists with our community to create this amazing art. Over to Ottawa.
Well, thank you very much, Farbod, and thank you to Sarah Hall and Chris Hahn also for inaugurating the murals at each of our regional campus and our AC Online campus. Well, I'm pleased to now introduce to you the talented artists who guided Stronger Together from a vision to a reality. Jamie Baptist is a father, youth educator, facilitator, graphic artist, and muralist with more than 20 years of experience in community-based art creation and curation. Alan Andre is a Canadian multidisciplinary artist of West Indian descent whose work has been featured in exhibits in New York, Orlando, Ottawa, Toronto, and Montreal. And I don't think Kalkidan Stefa is with us this morning here, but I'd like to introduce him as well. He's a multidisciplinary artist and certified artist educator, specializing in figurative and iconographic paintings and murals. As a muralist, he has successfully completed projects for a variety of clients and stakeholders across Ontario. Now, before I invite Jamal Jackson Rogers, aka Just Jamal the Poet, to share his spoken word performance, I would like to recognize and acknowledge you, Jamie, Alan, and also Kalkidan, for your contributions to our campuses. So to thank you for your work, a donation has been made to empowering Black student bursaries in each of your names. So there's a plaque here for you, Alan. Thank you very much. Here we go. Jamie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your contributions. And we have a plaque as well for Kalkidan. So I will now invite Jamie and Alan to reflect on their experience on this project. I think the mics are on.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hi. I'll go. All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having us today. It's such an honor and a pleasure to be here in your company and to be part of such a great project. The first time this project was presented to us, it was a little bit like out of the blue and really overwhelming. And the process to get there to where we are here today was a really empowering and great experience to have. I had to really reach a new level of creativity with my creative partners and brother, Andre Allen and Kalkidan, and also collaborate with a wonderful and organize this project with a wonderful human being named Sarah Gowan. So I'd love to give a lot of props and a lot of love to Sarah, because without Sarah, all the little pieces that we are here together would not have happened. So thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you so much, Algonquin College, for hosting us and allowing us to be creative and also to express our talent, letting us use our vision and creativity to be able to make the university and everybody that's part of this project proud. So thank you again for having us in your space and allowing us to be a creative here. And I'd like to pass the mic to my partner.
Thank you for that, Jimmy. So just want to say thank you for allowing us to put together our vision and to express our creativity. I want to thank Claude, I want to thank Sarah, I want to thank the Algonquin University, the many participants and volunteers that came throughout the community days. It was very inspiring just to see people get involved and to learn about the culture and to meet the students. And a lot of the ideas that we came up with weren't just our own. It was a long process, and through community consultation. So a lot of this work couldn't have been done without the many students that we worked with and with the staff that we worked with as well. I just very grateful for the opportunity to work on 3 different campuses, 3 different murals. I've learned a lot and grown as an artist throughout this whole entire process. And all I can say is thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I would just love to give a special shout out to Gary and Jane Cody. They were the contractor on our project, and they're both amazing human beings that we consider friends now because we've been spending so much time together. So just want to give them a little bit of love.
Well, thank you very much to both Jamie and Alan for your kind words and reflection. This event is really about reflection, celebration, and also gratitude. You know, this project was made possible by many groups, individuals, and departments, as was just mentioned, and we'd like to recognize them for their support and contributions today. So Aspire AC, our communications department, of course, our inclusion and diversity circle, led by Sarah Gowan here in our own human resources department. Jamie McLaren, our board chair, and his wife Linda, as was mentioned by Dean Sarah Hall earlier. Regrettably, Jay could not be with us today, but we really appreciate the time that he put and his contributions towards the mural in Pembroke. Jay, I know you're watching. Thank you for your time and effort, and I hope you're doing well. Our Pembroke and Perth campuses, our Algonquin College Students Association, our Department of Truth, Reconciliation, and Indigenization. We'd also like to thank the many students, about 100 students and employees who gathered, shared their thoughts, their vision, and then put paint to wall to create these murals. And finally, a special thank to the Facilities Management Department for ensuring, of course, that the project was safely brought to life. Now, before we wrap up, I would like to thank everyone who joined us today to celebrate Stronger Together and what it represents. And we'll now end today with a special guest. I'd like to introduce Jamal Jackson Rogers, aka Just Jamal, who is Ottawa's Poet Laureate. He will be performing his spoken word piece titled Medicine that reflects on the power of diversity. Thank you, everyone, and take it away, Jamal. All right, thank you.
All right. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, greetings. It's an honor to be among such prestigious creatives, associates, also my old stomping grounds. This is where I graduated 2 degrees, and so I got lost coming on here, but it's good to see that there is art, you know, taking over some of this amazing educational space and institution, especially by phenomenal creatives such as Alan Andre, Jimmy Baptiste, and Kalkadin Asafe. Today I have a poem titled Medicine, and the poem was written when I had to sit down with an elder, an Indigenous elder, and I told her, what is the way going forward? I asked her, actually, what is the way going forward for the Canadian community? And she said, Jamal, we don't really know what we have. She said, we have one of the most diverse countries in the world, and diversity is medicine. And after that conversation, I wrote this poem, so it goes like this. She said, our diversity is our medicine. She said, our diversity is our medicine, gathering all the beauty in the world in one unifying sentence. And how could I challenge her? When I have sampled a taste of utopian togetherness, trading in a lens of ignorance for a culture of multiple expressions, narratives, and languages. When I was younger, I never spoke about how intense I studied the human condition. My earliest memories begin with my father's Guyanese shoulders embracing my mother in moonlight shuffle, as if they had memorized a champion figure skating routine. When he would halt his waltz, kneel to the ground, and tuck us in under cold blankets that warmed our bodies from the bone cold floor, hoping to make sense of complex emotions shown by world travelers and globetrotters that would eventually settle on this soil, watching moments of contemplation flash like brainstorms only to transform into revolutionary actions, actions that would ultimately alter my understanding of what it means to know when one is home. Those were the days we first arrived to Ottawa. Shelters becoming natural habitats until this glowing city of growing capital helped us back on our feet. In these days of memories past, I would meet people from all across Earth's marvelous landscapes. It was on Elmira Drive and Irish Street where I crossed cultures from everywhere. I found lodging in the communities that shared the same longing as me. Spoken in a language of triumph and resiliency, witnessed in the silent pride of a Cambodian man's smile who hides the pain of all that he and his wife left behind to find new hope in a country that promises him a better life. He shows no teeth, but his grin is chin high and his eyes beam with glory as if the future told him that eventually it would all be worth the journey. A language that reflects the ancient family lineage recited from a Somali mother's call for her children, playing chase in the twilight of August Eve, as if tribe and sibling had the same meaning. She calls out names from the corner of her mouth like I've never heard before: Samatar, Abdi Fattah, Muhammad, Nasra. And all at once, I can taste the camel milk flow from the Horn of Africa, sweeping peninsulas to exotic islands in the Caribbean, where Haitian diasporic doorsteps play zouk and compas, and elders' hands fry fish and chicken drumsticks, sizzling stoves blowing smoke through windows that would invite the auditory senses into a euphoria of nostalgia and hospitality when the Creole escapes their throat. You can hear the resistance still chanting freedom songs from the motherland, mixed with the chance to start a renaissance on the frontiers of this land. It didn't take much for us to celebrate the everyday. And when special occasions came, ceremonies to honor, joyous commemorations, we danced the Lebanese dabka as if it was taught to us through breath and lung rituals that matched the rhythm of the sacred lute and tabla, or at least we watched in awe as men with frames the size of goalposts dipped low, then leaped well beyond their struggles that their fellow countrymen faced back home. All that I was searching for, from subtle sunrise, midday sunshine, and moving well beyond shimmering sunset, could be captured in these moments of intense interactions of harmonious rapture, a place where my heart can be embedded in the art of solidarity. And my understanding of our collective Canadian identity unraveled in that single moment of affinity when she said to me, "Our diversity is our medicine." I will never know what memories she carried beneath her skin. Those memories that would lead her to share such welcoming empathy, an Indigenous elder who spoke truth beyond her own history of genocide that has robbed her of her rightful claim to reconcile home. Maybe it was her native traditions that reminded her that we are one once we defeat the walls of ignorance and isolation, but in one unifying sentence, with wisdom beyond my experience. She showed me that if we ever want to know how deep our beauty and empathy resides, we shall see it in the hope, the healing, the stories, the medicine that lie in a newcomer's eyes. Thank you, Algonquin College, and congratulations to your beautiful murals. Thank you.
Very, very powerful, Jamal.